Welcome to Modern Epidemics, from dopamine to civilization. We will be talking about a very important issue. Remember, health begins not in the hospitals, but in the kitchen. Yes, you got it. And I'm Dr. Yavuz Selim Sılay, and today I want to speak to you about a truth that modern medicine is slowly rediscovering. Health does not begin in hospitals. Health really begins in your own kitchen. Don't undermine kitchens. Every single day in my clinic, I see patients suffering from chronic diseases. Obesity is number 1, diabetes is number 2, hypertension is number 3, and fatty liver disease is number 4. Lots of depression, chronic fatigue. All these diseases do not appear suddenly. They develop slowly over the years, over decades, and almost always their roots can be traced back to one place. You guessed it right, nutrition. What we eat becomes our cells, and our cells, what we eat becomes our hormones. What we eat becomes our future. Modern medicine often focuses on treatment, but true medicine is preventive medicine. It begins with prevention. This brings us to a very important concept of halal food. Many people think halal is only a religious concept. No. But from a medical perspective, halal represents safety, transparency, purity, and biological compatibility. It means knowing that what enters your body is clearly open. It means avoiding harmful substances. Halal means respecting your biological design. And halal is exactly what modern functional medicine teaches. To live in alignment with human biology, you have to eat halal. But there is an important distinction. Not everything that is halal is healthy. Highly processed foods loaded with sugar, chemicals, and additives may be technically permissible, but biologically harmful. So in traditional understanding, true health requires something more. It requires tayyib, T-A-Y-Y-I-B, tayyib. It's pure, natural, clean, compatible with your human physiology. So today, one of the greatest threats to global health is, unfortunately, ultra-processed food. These foods totally disrupt your metabolism, create inflammation, cause obesity, cause diabetes, cause heart disease, and it silently shortens your lifespan. But nutrition is not the only issue. Alcohol is another major threat. Alcohol is not just harmless. Alcohol is truly toxic to every single cell. It damages every organ, every cell, every system. Its restriction is not only spiritual wisdom, it is a biological protection and reality. More than 1,000 years ago, one of the greatest physicians in human history, Ibn Sina, or known as Avicenna in West, wrote a powerful statement. The physician's duty is not to treat disease, but to preserve health. And today, we must remember this wisdom, because modern healthcare systems are overwhelmed. More hospitals exist, and more medications exist, but more disease exists too. Because prevention has been totally forgotten. Health cannot be purchased in pharmacies. Health is built daily in kitchens, in homes, in habits. The most powerful medical decision you can make every single day is not which medication you take, but what you eat. Because the best treatment is preventive care and is prevention. This is Dr. Yavuz Selim Sılay, the modern epidemics from dopamine to civilization. And remember, health begins not in the hospitals, but in the kitchen, and especially halal and pure nutrition from a perspective of a family physician. Every day in my clinic, I encounter the same picture: obesity, high blood pressure, diabetes, fatty liver disease, all sorts of digestive problems, even anemia and fatigue, many psychiatric disorders. What is striking is this: most of these diseases do not appear suddenly. They develop slowly, silently, over time. And almost all of them share one common point: nutrition. That is why, as a family physician, I can say this clearly. Health is often not lost in hospitals, ladies and gentlemen. It is lost in kitchens. Just look around your home. You'll see where you lost your health. So is halal food only a religious matter? No. When halal food is mentioned in society, most people think only of religion. However, when viewed from a physician's perspective, halal food means knowing what you eat, being certain of its source, avoiding what is doubtful, not consuming what harms the body, And in modern medicine, the equivalent of this approach is living in accordance with human nature. This is what we call functional medicine and preventive medicine. That's exactly what I do every day. So can something be halal but not unhealthy? Yes, it can. A food may be halal, but it may not be healthy. Highly processed foods loaded with excessive sugar, excessive fats and additives are the best examples of this, unfortunately. So in Islamic tradition, the concept of that defines what is truly appropriate is called tayyib, known as pure, clean and natural. T-A-Y-Y-I-B, tayyib, remember that. And tayyib, which is pure, clean and natural, is suitable for the human body. As a family physician, both in society and in my clinic, I observe this reality every single day. The main problem during shopping in markets and grocery stores is not only consuming what is forbidden, but also consuming what is excessive and unclean and incompatible with the body. Today, beyond emphasizing what is halal and clean, which is halal and tayyib, it has become critically important for public health to clearly identify what is not halal and not clean. We have a duty on that, ladies and gentlemen. Otherwise, as a society, we cannot succeed in the fight against obesity and diabetes. Therefore, halal food is not only a religious matter, it is also a national public health matter. So what about the issue of alcohol? Do you think it is really exaggerated? Please tell me. Sometimes I hear this question, Dr. Sılay, what harm can come from just a little? But medicine is very clear. Every single drop of alcohol is toxic. It is poisonous to every cell in the body. It damages the liver, the brain, the heart, and the digestive system. For this reason, the prohibition of alcohol is not only a religious rule, it is also a powerful public health measure. And sometimes, it is the only way to protect your lovely families, your hard-earned careers, and your future. In societies where alcohol just becomes normalized or even popular, disease becomes normalized as well. A truth that has been spoken 1,000 years ago, which I would love to mention. In the Canon of Medicine written by Avicenna, known as Ibn Sina, 1,000 years ago, and this book has been taught in all European universities for centuries, there is a very clear message. The physician's duty is not only to treat disease, but to preserve health. Eating less, avoiding excess, avoiding doubtful substances. These are not merely pieces of advice, no. They are health prescriptions filtered through centuries of wisdom and experience. My final verse, ladies and gentlemen. Today, as a society, we use more medications than ever before. Yet, we are more ill than before. Do you think something is not wrong? We have more hospitals, yet we are less healthy. Perhaps the question we must ask again is this: what are we eating? Halal and clean food is not merely a matter of labeling. It is a matter of health culture. It is a matter of societal independence. And please remember this: the best treatment is never becoming sick in the first place. This is your host, Dr. Yavuz Selim Sılay. I welcome you to the Modern Epidemics, from Dopamine to Civilization. Please follow me on LinkedIn, on YouTube and Instagram. Let's catch up together in this amazing episode where I'll be receiving so many messages from all of my colleagues. Thank you very much. Take care and all the best. Bye.